Hi everyone, this is Lora Levenseler, and I'm just going to give you a quick virtual tour of my classroom using two algebra. These are CP Algebra 2 classes, but I will say pretty much the exact same things for setup in my honors classes. So the first thing I'm showing you is the quarter 3 setup. Um, you can see at the top here, when I made one of these updates, I made it an announcement. And that way it stays at the top of the page. So whenever kids go to their materials, they see the schedule that we were working under, just as a refresher. Um, and I used to uh, organize my course by units. So the first folder is course information. The second folder, normally, is all of the units that we work through. As soon as we started remote schooling, I put all of these things that we had already done in the past into this folder that just says stuff that happened before remote school days, just to try and clean up the clutter a little bit for kids. I gave them 2 discussion boards that were always there, just so they can ask general questions. They didn't utilize that a ton, but maybe if I provoked them a little more, they would. And then for each remote school day that we had, I would make a folder that said remote school day with the date. And then in the description of the folder, I would put their instructions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Socrative Student App is where they needed to go for their attendance. 5-minute meditation, a video lesson that I had created, and some practice sets. And so I'll show you what the inside of that looks like. And then I linked, that was the first link for their warm up, the video for their meditation, the video I created, and then a Schoology quiz type practice set that they could use afterwards. And sometimes I would make it like an assignment they could do on paper versus a Schoology practice. But anyway, so this same instructions that I put on the front of the folder were also part of their updates. So you can see, that's a long one. This is an update for April 17th. So here are the instructions, warm up, survey, complete any missing work. If you go back a little bit, there, all these same things. I can't remember what the date was on the one I showed you, but anyway, I put the same instructions that are on the top of the folder in their updates. So that was the way that I did it for quarter 3. As we moved into quarter 4, my update situation stayed relatively the same. I would just post the day and what they needed to do, and I linked things when I could so that they could easily find them. I still have the reminders up here with dates and important information, but in my materials, students had said after the date had passed, if they were doing late work, that some of them had a hard time finding the assignments that they needed to do. So instead of titling the folders remote day with a date, I titled them with the actual assignment. So if they saw in their gradebook they were missing Unit 4 Assignment 8 quiz in their materials, they could go to Unit 4 Assignment 8 folder, and there's the quiz that they need to do. But you can see pretty much the same setup here in my assignments. Instead of linking the videos that I made, I embedded them. Hopefully that made it a little more streamlined so they could watch the video, take notes, and then I attached some practice at the bottom. And it was pretty much the same format almost every day. And then I also, at the top here, put all of the videos that I had created for my lessons in sort of a one-stop shop. So I just linked all the videos if they had to go back and learn something. I linked all the videos in this one folder so they didn't have to sift through all the folders. And I felt that was a helpful piece as well. And that's pretty much it. So let me know if you have questions, and I hope you found this interesting.